request all of your kind attention. They are going to talk about lot of information that is very useful to you and to your spouses and your children and also the future generations to protect the wealth of you, to pass it on to the next. And our past president and founding board member of JNTU Alumni Association, Chakradhar Sriprumdar, is going to be the moderator for this session, followed by the panelists Narsimha, Sunita, Pratyush and Sini Parmesh. They are going to share their experience. Over a period of time, life has generated so many things for you. And we wanted to connect that journey to the future generations as well. So we were talking about your health, your education, your employment, and also the marriages of your children, education of your children. This is the panel we put together to connect the whole journey and finally to preserve and protect your wealth and pass it on to the next generation and at the same time grow the wealth as well. So this is an amazing panel. You all will enjoy it. And with this, I would like to just introduce our moderator, Chakradhar Sriprumdar. He is the founding president and board member of JNTU Alumni Association. He is an entrepreneur, he is a CEO and mentor of many organizations, and he does a lot of charity work. He is the director for the VT Seva, Volunteering Together Service Organization, and is a global leader, and he received many awards. Top 100 CIO Award, Top 200 CIO from IDG and Emerging Leader Award. So many things. His resume is like 2 pages. So let's have a big round of applause. Let's have a big round of applause for our past president and board member, Sriprumdar Swami Chakradhar. And he will introduce the rest of the panelists, and please pay attention and learn from these experts and use in your daily life. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the wonderful opening of this panel. Thank you, Harigaru. Dear fellow JNTU alumni, we have so many hidden jewels. I request that this is the important panel. If you all can focus on this discussion, that will be good, rather than a side talk. This is the only talk which everybody should be listening, because this is changing your future. So this is a very much information session, so please focus on this. We have so many hidden jewels of alumni who have reached many heights in this personal and professional journey. And now we are inviting few of those jewels to talk on few key items which are very important to every alumni. And I'm sure this panel discussion will give you some thought-provoking ideas for you to ponder and implement. Our goal as a JNTUH Alumni Association is to provide as much as help possible in many different directions to elevate yourself and protect yourself and your family from different angles. As you know, we have a distinguished alumni in their own areas. We all alumni have our own children and we want them to be succeed. So that's why we have invited Srini Garu. And Srini Garu comes with, he is from 74 and 79 electronics batch from JNTU. He has 4 kids who all he made successfully doctors, and he is also, I think IPL 2020 was not there, but I think when he was playing in 1979, probably Srinigaru might be playing because he was a cricket team from 79 and then member of NEC TT team. He has worked as a manager at Intel, Philips, Samsung, and as an engineer in Cisco, and currently working in Arista Networks. He has multiple businesses. And his hobbies are only helping children how to go into medical stream. And now we also have our, once the kids are studying, where they want to go? They want to go to probably serving the country. So that is where our Pratyush Gorantla is going to be speaking. So he has a bachelor's and master's from JNTU in biotechnology. He is a soldier himself and he looks like a soldier as well. So give a big applause to Pratyush, a soldier here. And he has won numerous awards. Getting a civilian, getting an award from the US military is not a joke. So he has done many. So he is going to talk about different things, how a person or a children can go into the US Army. And then of course, when you make so much money, what will you do? So that is where our Narasimha Garu will come. So that how to manage these funds. So Narasimha Garu is a financial planning for family and entrepreneurs, fund manager and investment advisor, software engineer and architect, and providing not yoga but financial yoga for stress relief and balanced life. But once you acquire all the alumni, all the wealth, what will you do? You have to pass on to the next generations. How will you do that? That is where our attorney, and I always call with love, our star Mahila, Sunita Garu here, who is also our legal advisor for JNTU, and she has, I think many questions are there, how one person can transform from engineering to a law. So she is going to talk about that. And she is protecting many families, and she has helped many people in the COVID times how to do different things. So I want to give a big applause to all this wonderful panel to welcome them all. So now my first question is go to Srini Garu. Srini Garu, just give us an overview. What do you think about how our Asian Indians mindset, the parents and how the children have to be there? So please share your thoughts.
Okay, before I speak, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Okay. So, I want to go through a small story before I start. So, my eldest one was complaining how tough it is to get into a medical school in USA. So, I looked at the numbers and I said, when I got into engineering, there were 1,000 seats, out of which 500 were open.
Srinivas is talking a very good story. So on all this side discussion, can you please be seated? Because this is important for many alumni and we want everybody to be focused. So all the people who are on the side network, just give us the 10 minutes, we'll be done. So can you please give us the time? Because we need to hear the story what Srini Parameshan Garu is going to share. Please go ahead.
So there were 1,000 seats and I remember 1 lakh people competing for that. So I calculated the percentages and I said even Harvard admission rate is much better than when I got into school in India. So after the kids went through the school here, I really understand how difficult it is here to go through a medical school. It's 12 years of tough work on average, and they all struggle on how to do it, how to get in. I had no idea when we got the first one in. So for Asia, I will give you some statistics, if anybody, and after that I'll basically give some information. So this is not enough time to cover all the subject, but I guide people one-on-one, walkthrough meetings, Zoom meetings. It's all free, guaranteed refund if you're not happy. So, and I guide them one-on-one. So there's no right time to start for a medical school. The path is different, and so I guide them from 9th grade or even 8th grade. If somebody is already an undergraduate, I will guide them. What is the most difficult part? So statistically, only 7%, Indian population is about 0.7 to 0.8% of US, and we get 7 to 8% seats in the medical school. If you are a white, we would be at 20%. with the same numbers, you will be at 20%. You can all go back and read an article from Fareed Zakaria on how difficult it is to get into Ivy League schools and all. He said Indians would be at 30%, or Asians would be at 30% it's open. So the new Supreme Court is supposed to take out the affirmative action. Maybe we'll have better luck. So you will have only 7% to 8% admissions. We are the most difficult demographic to get into medical school. And within the demographic, girls have the worst ratio. So I have the statistics, I can share it with them. Okay. And for a medical school, what sports you play, what school you go to, doesn't matter. There are two important criteria. You have to think, live, dream, service. Service, service, service. Everybody around you, especially high school kids, they should think you are into service. That's one. Number two, the most important one is GPA. There's no substitute for it. Okay. So you can go into Caltech. I know kids who went into Caltech, UCLA. Yeah, they will eventually get in, but they were last 2, 1, 3 gap years, trying to get the credentials, building up the GPA. Okay. I don't want to take too much time. So I have given a sample. So anybody have any questions? I'm open to one-on-one. And I will piggyback off of Swami's classes, where he is advising undergraduates, high schoolers. I will piggyback off that and go from there.
Thank you, Srinidhi. So this is a very short gist of the summary, what the different things each panel is going to share. But we are going to have a one-on-one session, and it is all free to them, but you have to pay to JNTU towards the membership fee.
Yeah, and a quick one, Pratyush is here, so there is a military program you can go through, combine it with medical, and make it free.
Yeah, thank you. So now I want to ask Pratyush, first of all, as a civilian, how did you end up in military? And also, how did you get this basic combat training? I mean, it's so difficult for a civilian to get in. So can you just light on and then talk about the different opportunities with the children?
Namaskaram everyone. This is Pratyush Korantala. I've finished my undergrad in 2006 from biotechnology and from JNTU. So talking about the basic combat training, I've finished it at the age of 34. Usually kids join at like 17, 18 years old. Who has kids? Who has kids? Yeah, kids at the age of 17 or 18 go through this basic combat training and they come out as a breeze. And I had to compete with them at the double of their age, is 34 years old. So if I can make it, your kids can make it, right? So it's a tough training, but it's definitely worth it. You learn a lot of leadership skills. The discipline which you can get from the military is going to carry out over your entire career. And talking about the opportunities, who wants to send the kids for free? Who wants to send college for kids free?
Everyone.
Who wants to send kids for free? Nobody? Everybody wants to pay? Okay. I have some people back there who wants to send kids for school for free. So for them, there's a post 9/11 GI bill by US Department of Defense for all the armed services, so that kids can utilize it and join college and complete graduation for free. So what about the kids who have already graduated? If they have already graduated, Department of Defense can repay back your education loan for using the GI bill. Taking my example, I've already paid my student loan. So did I utilize the bill? No, I did not. So what can I do with it? I can pass it on to my son or my daughter. I'm expecting her in December. So this is how you kind of build a legacy. And I go by a specialist rank Gorantala. And if you want to build a legacy, right, the JNTU alumni is we are trying to build a legacy, right? And that's how you build a legacy in the military and serve this country. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Pradyut ji. And first of all, congratulations on going to be a parent. So that's a great thing to know. So good luck.
Thank you.
So now we want to know more about not only the army but other military divisions, right? So can you just elaborate? Are they only focusing on army or any other areas they can go into?
Sure. I mean, I might be a little lenient towards Army because I've joined Army, but there are other 6 divisions apart from Army: US Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and the Army Marines, and the newly created Space Force. So there are a lot of opportunities, not just being in the Army. Kids can join in any of these 6 divisions, and they can explore to the depth to all the career opportunities you are available, right from cook to being a driver to being a space research. I recently switched my MOS from logistics specialist to military intelligence. How many times you guys can switch a career in the civilian world? Maybe one or two, right? When you join these kind of armed force services, you can switch your career every 3 years. I did logistics, and then I did military intelligence. If I don't like it, I move on to the next one. So these kind of unique opportunities are available in the Department of Defense with all of these 6 streams which I just mentioned. And not only you're opening the door for the multiple education opportunities, there are multiple career opportunities which you can take it in your lifetime and explore the depth of any technology field or any war and helping our war fighters and preserving this nation, United States. I know India is our mother country, but US is our foster mother, right? Yeah, so we got to protect it, right? So that's how our next generation, they are born here, they want to protect this country. So support your kids and joining any of these 6 armed services, and I'll be available to JNTU Alumni Association, and I left some of the pamphlets with the Soil Campus. I brought this concept called School of Innovation and Leadership, standing for Soil. So please connect with me, and I'll be able to mentor these kids for free through JNTU Alumni Association. Of course, they can pay to the Alumni Association, and please help them innovate and develop those leadership skills from these armed services and the military services. And this all can be done with a purpose to serve, and I'm here to serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradyut ji. As he mentioned, a purposeful life, right? So now, Srini ji has given a direction to become a doctor so you can make millions of dollars. And Pradyut ji is giving a purposeful drive. But now what will you do with all the wealth? So that is where our engineer turned to a finance planner, Narasimha ji. But I think I want to ask you a question, if I want to go to insurance, I want to go for a financial planning, I want to go to a CPA or insurance. Why should we come to you? What is the PV factor you have?
Hello, can you all hear me? Yeah, that's a wonderful question, Swami. Now, we have seen that in successful JNTU alumni, they have taken their engineering and analytical skills and applied in other fields other than engineering and come out with flying colors. The direct answer to your question is, insurance is probably one of the most boring and kind of like runaway kind of a domain that people do not want to address. So it's a very difficult thing. It's like yoga thing. You tell yoga people, oh, you can't do it. Nobody bothers about it. So it's the most boring thing. People do know it's a very important one, but that's the thing. And what is another painful thing about insurance? Insurance is always sold. It is never bought. Okay? So that's another thing. But if people understand IRS, after doing 2 years of research, I found some of the wonderful financial instruments are available from the insurance platform. and they have two attributes. It has insurance attributes, it has financial attributes. So what 97% of the insurance agents sell is the insurance attributes so that they can make a commission. But there are 3% financial attributes which are not sold. It's kind of like the insider information. If you focus on this, 401k, IRAs, and many other focus field have no comparison to these products, and they do not have any timeline. All 401ks and all those things, they have certain time zones. They perform very well in up to 65, and after that they're like dead money. You have the highest amount of liquid wealth at the time of retirement, and it's doing nothing. Why? Because the IRS code, and there is no risk protection. But insurance field, it has a couple of instruments where you can grow your wealth, protect your wealth, and on multiple dimensions until the end of the day, until the end of your life, which is, I didn't know. I've been working on Wall Street for 20 plus years. I didn't know about this. So you can make that 6 to 12% return from today until the rest of the lifetime. It doesn't stop at 60 or 65. You don't have to make anything. So passively you can do this thing, and people have to understand this. And this is not educated by any of the insurance agents and CPAs. They are interested in their hourly pay. I don't blame them. They got to make a living. But this is a tough job, how to bring out the financial attributes, and that it has taken an engineer to do that. But how do you customize it to your things? An insurance agent, CPA, will never have time or patience or skills to do that. But as an engineer, if we both learn Java, we both apply in a totally different way. So that's what I've taken. I've taken the financial attributes of the insurance platform and applied it to our personal, and I have applied it personally and even to the other people. So something very customized, where they can outperform most of the assets, or at least have a diversification program. And this is where your analytical and engineering skills come to the core and help.
Thank you. So, as you all know, the market is dooming, but our PV is giving assurance of 6% to 12%. So, let us focus and have a one-on-one conversation. But PV, I want to ask you, what is the biggest surprise you always find in your experience with customers? You can tell some stories. Probably you may be fitting in one of those buckets.
Absolutely. This boils down to the thing from Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, when Yudhishthira was asked by the Yaksha, what is the most surprising thing? He says, when people see dead bodies going by, dead people going by, they just don't pay attention because they think the death never occurs to them. And they just postpone it to eternity. The same thing, financial planning. People spend 5 hours, 10 hours for a 5-hour movie program. They spend like 2 weeks for a 1-week vacation. They spend an enormous amount of time. But they got 35 years to live in their retirement, and they have no clue. They have absolutely no clue. They have zero time, and they have no attention span of time. They don't want to pay attention to it. And most of them are taken by surprise. Everybody knows that it's a very important thing and they have to address it, but they either don't want to address it or never address it, and time will come. It's like a crocodile. And 30s or 40s, we think it's too long, retirement is too far away, and 50s, that is too short. And then when I talk to my clients, I said, where the hell were you in nursing 20 years ago? Why are you telling me I'm 55? You should have told me 20 years ago. Oh, come on, I figured it out myself. So this has been one of the biggest surprises. Everybody knows it's a very important thing, they don't take action about it. But the first step starts with knowing. Because of there is a kind of like a soft bug in Wall Street. The only way to get your money out is never by a Wall Street consultant or any wealth builder, only getting the money. They will never tell you the exit program, just keep it growing. And in all 30s and 40s, they say, hey, what is my risk? They say basically, just put it. The market will come back eventually. That's their only risk aversion. Whereas here, you don't have to worry about the downturn, and over a long term, you don't have to do any management or anything like this, but it's coming from the insurance industry. And you don't have, it's basically death resistant, age resistant, and your management resistant and risk resistant. You cannot get these multiple dimensions in the Wall Street and in the financial advisor world. They are only interested in their hourly fee and their commission. If you want to jump outside, this is where it comes from. So the biggest surprise is people not paying attention to the most important thing that they need in their lifetime. That included me at some point. So that's why I've taken this tough task. And I wouldn't have done it either. I said, hey, I'll do it myself. Why hell bother about it? The thing is, it goes back to the yoga roots. When I went to yoga, it basically helped me. Again, it's one of the most boring terms or domains to deal with. And I wanted to apply in the same financial world, applying the most boring thing but most essential thing to apply in our personal lives. So that is where taking a chapter out of yoga and giving back and kind of like service. Giving education and awareness, this knowledge is not in the public domain, it's all confusing, it's also a regulated domain. That's one of the top reasons why people do not know about it, and people should know about it.
Thank you, PV. So I think as you said, Telugu, Nivaru Gappina Nippu. That means we all know about the death, but we don't want to talk about it. But now, what happens when you die, and especially the COVID has taught us a lesson, time is very short. How do you pass on this to next generation? So that's where I would love to have Sunita Garu, but before she jump into that, I want to ask, how did you become engineer to lawyer? What made you? Everybody has a question, so at least I want this to be clarified from you.
Hello everyone. You have been reading my post, and this is the face to the post. And thank you so much for making this convention so beautiful and so friendly and so informative. And Swami Garu, to the question you said, definitely I was an engineer JNTU, but when I came here, I was doing my MBA. At that time, the Rutgers University is coming and teaching courses in the company I'm working. So I started doing MBA, and halfway through I realized that I can do a dual degree, JD MBA, so that I can make use of the credits I've been taking in MBA. So that's how I went to law school as well, and from there I made the change. And this is also my mother's dream. So I wanted to fulfill that my mother, her ambition that her daughter should be doctor one and then engineer one, and then to lawyer. So that is what I fulfilled. And on this note, I also thank my husband. Hello, Ramana Kasuri.
Ramana Kasuri, please.
Yeah, thanks for him. He actually shouldered the burden of kids because I went to school when my kids are in high school. So thanks to him for providing and taking care of the burden and making my dream fulfilled. So that's my story.
Wow, that's an awesome spouse you have. Publicly she's appreciating and thanking. So I hope my wife is also listening and thanking me. So, but I think we have very few. That's why we call Star Mahila, beauty with the brain. That's why she is the legal counselor of JNTU. So thank you. So now please tell us. Amma Ashayaniki Taggina Bidda in America Deshamlo. So give her a big applause.
Thank you everyone. And also it's my mom's anniversary, second anniversary. So I'm paying my tribute to her as well. Thank you everyone.
Wow. Salute to mom.
Thank you.
So now tell us how they have to start, where they have to start.
Sure. I know everybody Garu said, nobody wants to think about death or anything, planning retirement and all. But we have to do this in this country. The rules and laws of the state are different. If somebody dies without will, interstate that is called, then the state rules apply and the government takes over your property, hard-earned money, and they will distribute, and your loved ones need to work hard and fight for the courts to make sure that they are their legal heir.
Okay, I hope everyone is having some great lunch and also having some side discussions. We all had a wonderful panel discussion. So if your plate is not on your hand, so give them a big applause, please. If your plate is in your hand, don't use it. Oh, I like that. Go ahead. So now we request, this is a wonderful, I think we are all waiting for our VC Garu, Vice Chancellor Sri Kattareddy Narasimha Garu is supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it. However, he has sent our message, and I want to introduce. We would like to request our Vice President International, Praveen Nirmolo, to come on the stage to introduce our VC. But before that, I would like to talk a little bit about him. So first of all, he is my friend from 1989 to 93 mechanical batch. He did masters here in aerospace engineering from Mississippi State University. He has done many executive leadership courses from Michigan State and Georgia, Washington. He has many journals and he wrote many papers. He is also a visionary technology leader working for Verizon and received many patents, 3 or more. Of course, he also has 3 Guinness Book of Records. So that's why when we have a person like him with a distinguished alumni, we would like him to introduce our Vice Chancellor, Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu. Even though he is not here in person, but we feel his presence here through his message. So Praveen, please go ahead.
Kindly please pay attention. There is a thing called RKM, Roti, Kapada, Makan. Today's event is free, absolutely free. But that roti and makan is not possible without donors and supporters. So we received a lot of donations. I wanted some people to hear itself. They responded saying that how can you conduct such a convention without donation? We have a lot of donations, and at the same time I just got one donation from none other than my classmate, Mr. Venkat Papu. Please give him a big hand. Sir, you have brought your own clothes, but the roti and makan is the blessing of all the sponsors. Thank you Venkat, and we are going to thank all the sponsors meanwhile. But this donation is impromptu, so I am just announcing one by one. Thank you.
Hello, good evening everyone. Can we all have your attention please? Our Vice Chancellor sent us a message. Please bear with me, I have a little tough voice today. Let me quickly provide a quick introduction and bio of Dr. Katta Narasimha Reddy, who could not be here, but he shared his video message with us. But before that, let me quickly go through his bio. Professor Dr. Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu earned his doctorate degree from Usmania University. He received training in script writing and film direction, also from Film and TV Institute of India. He also received advanced training in microprocessors and digital electronics from IISc Bangalore. He is a life member of many professional organizations. He is widely published domestically and internationally in over 105 scientific papers and multiple review articles in international journals. He has also been actively involved in advancing the research at OU and Mahatma Gandhi University. Professor Reddy has been an active teacher and researcher in the field of condensed matter and material sciences. And he has provided guidance to several doctoral students as well, over 12. And his research is published in multiple domestic as well as international publications. And prior to the present assignment, he served as a Vice Chancellor of Phalalu University in Mahabubnagar and Mahatma Gandhi University in Nalgonda. Please watch his message. Thank you.
Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu for his wonderful message. Even though he is in a family situation, he still took time to send us this message. And now I would like to introduce Professor and Rector Sri Govardhan Garu. He has been always instrumental in forming this alumni association from the day one. He has been with us virtually on every Sunday. He used to meet with us. So Dr. Govardhan Garu presently is the Professor of Computer Science and Engineering and a Rector, Executive Council member, Finance Committee member of JNTU. He served and serving many different positions since many years in JNTU. So he has been very instrumental mentor and guide to our alumni association. And even in his day today, he still is watching online and he is being supporting virtually and he sent us a wonderful message. So please play the message of Govardhan Garu.
It's a shocking for me and the number level pair on the RP Patnaik and the praise goes to me. Yes sir, praise. Number level praise only. I got na pair. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, this lucky number is 260. Last 3 digits though. 260.
260.
చూడండి, she is organizing food committee. ఫుడ్ ఇచ్చినంత పుణ్యం ఇక ఏం లేదు. అవునా?
Yeah.
Rani Unnam, who is my friend, actually won this. I'm not eligible to win any prizes, so I'm taking on behalf of Rani.
So thank you all. Now let us disperse from the stage. Now I request Secretary Sudhakar Garu to go over the award ceremony for all our supporters who have given 500 and above. Please come and join here and we will be calling each and every one onto the stage and they will be taking the mementos and the pictures. Sudhakar Garu, please take it out.
Friends, an event of this size cannot be made without the help of donors and sponsors like you. And when we requested for some help, we got overwhelming. Like actually, people came forward and said, "We will help you, we will help you." And thank you for all such wonderful donors and sponsors who made this program possible. And I wanted to invite the people who have really contributed 1,000 and above. Mr. JNTUH Challa from Ace Info Solutions, he gave a donation of $2,500. I think Mr. Jayant is here. Jayant is not here, but big round of applause for him. And Mr. Srikanth Tirumala, even though he was in India, he said, "I will donate," and he donated $2,000. I think he could also make it. Mr. Srikanth Tirumala. Then Murali Bandi Reddy, proud he is from my batch. I think he couldn't make it today, but he donated $1,500. Thank you, Mr. Murali. And then we have Mr. Raj Salgam, Cloud Pro, is here. Request. These are all the donors, 1,000 and above. Mr. Raj Salgam, thank you, Raj Salgam from the Cloud Pro. And we have our own Mr. Parmesh Srini, who is part of the organization and he is also supporting this. Thank you, Mr. Parmesh, for donating. Mr. Anand, we need all these photos. Anand, where are you? Mr. Anand, our photographer, who is also JNTUH alumni. I request Anand Garu to come here and capture the wonderful moments here. I know he is taking food, but sorry, Mr. Anand. We'll have pictures, then you can go back and have the food. Okay. Parmesh Srini. And Mr. Parmesh Srini, thank you, sir. Mr. Suresh Chappidi. Thank you, sir. Suresh Chappidi. And then Mr. Uday Kumar, Uday Thakur. I think Uday Thakur couldn't make it, or he may be able to make it last minute. My classmate Uday Thakur, thank you for your donation. And then Mr. Ravi Katta. Ravi Katta, please come onto the stage. Then Mr. Suresh Saribala. Suresh Saribala, please come here and collect the memento. And then Mr. Balaji Parimi. Balaji Parimi, is he here? Balaji Parimi. And the last but not the least is Satish G. Kumar and friends from IMCS group. Okay. So, yeah, thank you. So again, thank you Mr. Jayan, Srikant Tirumala, Murali Bandireddy, Ras Salagam, Paramesrini, Suresh Chamadi, Uday Thakur, Ravi Katta, Suresh Saribala, Balaji Parimi, and Satish Kumar for all your support. Now we will go for the next level, $500 to $1,000. Now I request Mr. Nagesh Aita, he is in India but he is also one of the director and he is the web chair too, from Aita Consulting Services. And next one is Mr. Ram Jayam. I request Mr. Ram Jayam to come onto the stage. And our own Ram Jayam.
And Mayura Jayam, please come onto the stage, please, wherever you are.
And our own Chairman Hari Emprapalli. Mohan Reddy Patlalla, I think he couldn't make it again.
No, he's there.
Is there? Mohan Reddy Garu, please come onto the stage. Mohan Reddy Patlalla. And next one is Srini Bhattu. Srini Bhattu is here, I think. Yeah. And Kumar Rani. Kumar Rani Garu. Yeah. No, you just give it. I want everyone to hold it. Kumar Rani. And then Praveen Guduru. Praveen Guduru. Please give the memento Praveen Guduru. And
Mayura and Ram Jayam, please come onto the stage, please.
Lakshmi Bhopati, Sunita Grosuri. She not only gave the donation, but she was the champion. She was able to collect a lot of money from her friends and give it the services. So thank you, Sunita Garu, for all the help you did for collecting the donation. And other one is Srini Bhattu. Both of them really helped us a lot in collecting the funds. And Lakshmi Bhopati, Mahendra Narala. Mahendra Narala, I know he is here. Please come onto the stage. And Krishna Ashili. I think Krishna Ashili is not here today. Then Srinivas Ganji. Srinivas Ganji is here, I think. Srinivas Ganji. And then Amar R. Neburi. Amar R. Neburi. So please come and collect the mementos. If you are not able to come onto the stage for any reason, please collect the memento from the desk here. And again, thank you. I'll just read the names once again. Please come on the stage.
Like I said, Mayura Jayam, Ram Jayam are from same batch. If anyone else is in the audience, please come on here.
Come on. Mohan Reddy Garu, thank you very much for your support. And Mohan Reddy Garu is one of the very successful businessmen, and he has been supporting. And in fact, last year convention we did at his facility. Thank you, Mr. Mohan Garu. Yeah, please, Hari Garu, please come onto the stage. We have Hari, Kumar Garu, and
Please give a big round of applause. He is none other than our chairman, who is guiding us from behind, and he has a big spark in the way he handles things. Please give a big round of applause. Sudhakar, he is our secretary, please. Please give a big round of applause. He is one of the executive committee members. Kumar, he is our president. Please give a big round of applause. Without him, we will see no more. Jindabad.
Mr. Praveen Nidamal, our international VP, and he helped us a lot with the convention, especially like grading all the mementos. So again, before I conclude, I request all of you to collect a personalized memento which is at the desk, registration desk. Please collect a personalized memento anytime between now and before you leave. Thank you, and we are going to start the next segment. Okay, now we are going to start the next segment, a wonderful segment we are going to start.
I request all of you to take the food, come and enjoy the entertainment we are going to have starting now. Thank you. By the way, we also have several donors who have donated anywhere from $100 to $500. Again, because of time constraint, we are not able to invite everyone onto the stage. But big thank you to all the people who actually helped us. So, we are going to start the next segment. We have one last segment. We couldn't have done this program without the support of the convention team. I request all the convention team, let's see here, all the convention team to come onto the stage and collect their mementos. All the convention team, if you have already collected, you don't have to come. If you are not collected, please come on the stage and collect it. So Ashok Chittagunda, and then we have Suresh, Somi Shetty, Rajendra Mandla, and Anu Dasari. Did I miss anyone? Please come on the stage and collect your memento. Thank you, Mr. Ashok Chittagunda. He has been helping. He came here all the way from New York, morning 8:30, and he has been helping at the registration, and he's the chump collecting all the money from the raffle. So we are going to open 2 more raffles in another 10 minutes. So if you want to get the big prizes, please buy more raffle tickets. Thank you. Okay, I request Swami to take over and start the next segment.
Sure. Hello.
Here we have R.P. Patnaya garu మన కోసం ఇండియా నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసి మనకు స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్ గా ఈ రోజు వచ్చి మనల్ని ఎంటర్టైన్ చేయడానికి, మనతో సమయం గడపడానికి, మనతో కొన్ని పాటలు షేర్ చేసుకోవడానికి, కొన్ని మూమెంట్స్ షేర్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు. ఆర్పి గారి గురించి మీకు అందరికీ పెద్ద ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అవసరం లేదు. ఈజ్ ఏ లెజెండ్ మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్, ఫిల్మ్ డైరెక్టర్, రైటర్, lyricist, so many things. He is a multi-talented person in our film industry, and we are fortunate enough to have him here today. So let's enjoy with him and giving all the time to R.P. Garu.
Thank you, Andy. I wish to start, but I can't because some people are standing out there. I need 100% attention. Then only I can start my work. Can everyone sit? అందరూ వచ్చి కూర్చుంటే ఐ స్టార్ట్ మై
బాబులను అందరూ ప్లేట్లు పట్టుకొని వెంటనైనా పాటలు పాడుకుందాం, మాటలు ఆడుకుందాం. మనకు ఉన్నవారు ఒక లెజెండ్. ఆ లెజెండ్ తోని వినాలంటే మీ అందరూ మనసుతో, మైండ్తో అన్ని ఏకాగ్రతగా ఉండాలి. సో అందరూ రండి, మీ ప్లేట్స్ తీసుకొని కడుపు నింపుతూ హృదయము హ్యాపీగా సాగుదాం ఈ మ్యూజిక్ మెలోడీలో.
మీ అందరికీ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ గురించి మాట్లాడితే వస్తారేమో అనిపిస్తుంది. Yeah, you guys can invest in movies. I can direct on that. మీరు ఎలా ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎంత ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎంత రిస్క్ చేయాలి, ఇవన్నీ వీటి గురించి క్లాస్ వచ్చి అప్పుడు మీరు వస్తారేమో, కూర్చుంటారు. అందరూ వెనక నిలిచిన వాళ్ళంతా దయచేసి ముందుకు వచ్చి కూర్చుంటే అది మీకు లాగా. ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ ప్లీజ్. మూవీలో ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ప్లానింగ్ ఎవరికైనా ఉంటే చాలామంది క్యూరియాసిటీ ఉంటుంది సినిమాల్లోకి రావాలని. నాకు ఒక పెద్ద ఆయన కలిశారు, మీ మూవీ ఇండస్ట్రీ టర్న్ ఓవర్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది అని అడిగారు. నేనేదో చెప్పాను ఫిగర్, దానికి ఒక 8 times టర్న్ ఓవర్ ఉంది. నా గురించి ఒక్కడు కూడా మాట్లాడతారు, మీ గురించి ఎంతమంది మాట్లాడతారని. మూవీస్ మేక్ దట్ మచ్ డిఫరెన్స్. అలా పేరు కావాలనుకునేవాళ్ళు you can definitely try new movies. I won't assure that you will be getting back your money, but I can assure you will be getting a very good name in the society for sure. అది కూడా ఒక ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంటే, సొసైటీలో మన పేరు రావాలంటే కూడా ఒక ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అని భావిస్తాను. అండ్ అలాగే ఎవరైనా ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఉంటే మీరు ఏం చేయాలి, ఏం చేయకూడదు వీటి గురించి అంటే నా దగ్గర ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయమని నేను అడగను. మీరేం చేయకూడదని మాత్రం ఐ కెన్ డెఫినెట్లీ గైడ్ యూ. దానికోసం యూ కెన్ టేక్ మై నంబర్ ఫ్రమ్ మై ఫ్రెండ్ ప్రవీణ్ గారు, హూ హ్యాస్ బీన్ మై హోస్ట్, అండ్ లక్ష్మి గారు అండ్ ప్రవీణ్ గారు, దే ఆర్ టేకింగ్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ మీ లైక్ దేర్ ఓన్ బ్రదర్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రవీణ్ గారు ఫర్ దిస్.
It's a fortunate for us to have you here అండి. ఇలాంటి వారితో మేము రోజు ఇలా స్పెండ్ చేయడం అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ లక్కీ. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.
కొంతమంది కూర్చోవాల్సిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళు తింటలేదు కానీ బయట నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. లెట్ మీ స్టార్ట్ ఎ సాంగ్, లెట్ సీ ఇఫ్ దే కెన్ పే అటెన్షన్ టు నీ స్నేహం ఇక రాదు అని కరిగే కలగా ఈ దూరం నూరాకు అని నన్ను వెలివేస్తూ మనసంతా నువ్వే, నా మనసంతా నువ్వే, మనసంతా నువ్వే, నా మనసంతా నువ్వే. మనసంతా మీరే, మా మనసంతా మీరే. అందుకే ఎంతో వచ్చాను మీ అందరికి ఎంటర్టైన్ చేయడం కోసం. అండ్ ఐ విష్ కొన్ని సాంగ్స్ నేను నా టీం కలిసి పాడతాం. అలాగే మన ప్రెసిడెంట్ కుమార్ గారితో కూడా ఒక పాట పాడిద్దాం, నా పాటలో ఒక పాట పాడిద్దాం. అలాగే మా ప్రవీణ్ గారు కూడా నాతో కలిసి పాడతారు. అండ్ వీల్ హ్యావ్ ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ ఎంటర్టైనింగ్ ఈవినింగ్. అట్ ది సేమ్ టైమ్ వుడ్ యూ లైక్ టు లిసన్ టు ది బిహైండ్ ది స్టోరీస్ ఏమైనా వినాలనుకుంటే అవి కూడా షేర్ చేస్తాను. ప్రొవైడెడ్ యూ వాంట్ టు లిసన్. ఆర్ యూ? Yeah, I started my career with a film called నీకోసం అండి. మీలో ఎంతమంది ఆ సినిమా చూసారో తెలియదు, బట్ వన్ సాంగ్ యూ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ నోన్ వెరీ మచ్. మీ అందరికి బాగా తెలిసి ఉంటుంది. నీకోసం నీకోసం ఎప్పుడు లేని ఆలోచనలు ఇప్పుడే కలిగెను ఎందుకు నాలో. నీకోసం నీకోసం ఈ లోకమినా ఏదో కలనా నాకంతా కొత్తగా వింతగా కనిపిస్తూ ఉంది. నీకోసం నీకోసం. దీని తర్వాత నేను చేసిన వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ కమర్షియల్ మూవీ, నా సెకండ్ మూవీ. అది మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు. ఫస్ట్ టైం స్క్రీన్తో పాటు ఆడియన్స్ ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యే ఒక అవకాశం మ్యూజిక్ ద్వారా వచ్చింది. అదే ఫస్ట్ టైం జరిగింది ఇన్ ది హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ మ్యూజిక్. అదేంటో మీరు ఇప్పుడు నేను స్క్రీన్ అనుకుంటే మీరు ఆడియన్స్ అనుకుంటే ఏం జరుగుతుందో అదే థియేటర్లో కూడా జరిగింది. పారిపోతున్నారే, వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారే, ఇలాంటి పాటలతో ఆడియన్స్ బాగా క్లోజ్గా కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు. అండ్ యూ నో ఐ హ్యావ్ సమ్ అండ్ కంపోజ్ సాంగ్స్ లైక్ గాజు పిల్ల రాను రాను అంటూ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీకోసం పాడి వినిపిస్తాం. అండ్ నౌ ఇన్ అవర్ లైన్ ఆఫ్ సాంగ్స్ ఫస్ట్ సాంగ్ ఇదేనా ప్రవీణ్ గారితో కలిసి ఫస్ట్ సాంగ్ పాడుతున్నా. పోతే ఈ సాంగ్ గురించి ఒక 2 minutes మాట్లాడచ్చా? యాక్చువల్గా సంతోషం సినిమాలో ఈ షూటింగ్ కోసం మొత్తం అంతా యూనిట్ అంతా ఊటి వెళ్ళారు. ఊటీలో సాంగ్కి సంబంధించిన షూటింగ్ అంతా రెడీ అయింది. కానీ సడన్గా డ్యాన్స్ మాస్టర్ పాట విని నేను ఈ పాట షూట్ చేయను అని ఆపేశాడు. అక్కడ హీరో, హీరోయిన్, గ్రూప్ డాన్సర్స్, డ్యాన్స్ మాస్టర్, కెమెరామెన్, ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ మొత్తం పెద్ద యూనిట్ ఊటీలో లిటరల్గా సాంగ్ షూట్ చేయకుండా ఆగిపోయారు. ఎందుకు అంటే నన్ను వెంటనే పిలిపించాడు. పిలిపిస్తే డ్యాన్స్ మాస్టర్కి పాట నచ్చలేదు. ఎందుకు నచ్చలేదు అని డ్యాన్స్ మాస్టర్ రాజు సుందరం ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అడిగా, ఏంటి సార్ ఏమైంది ప్రాబ్లం అంటే, అది ఆ లిరిక్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది నాకు అర్థం కాదు, అది ఎలా పిక్చరైజ్ చేయాలో నాకు తెలియట్లేదు అన్నారు. అదేంటంటే గలగల గోదావరి, గలగల గోదావరిలా కిల కిల రాచిలకల ఇలా రాసిన పాట అనమాట. ఆ గలగల గోదావరికి నేనేం పిక్చరైజ్ చేయాలి, నాకేం అర్థం కావట్లేదు, నేను చేయను అన్నాను. అందుకు ఆపేశారు షూటింగ్. డైరెక్టర్ ఏమో దశరథ్, ఫస్ట్ టైం అంటాను, తన ఫస్ట్ సినిమా, తనకు పూర్తిగా మొహం ఇంత చిన్నది అయిపోయింది, నా సాంగ్ ఆగిపోయింది, నా సినిమా ఆగిపోయింది అనే టెన్షన్లో ఉన్నాడు. ఆ టైంలో లిరిక్ మార్చాలి, ట్యూన్ బాగుంది కానీ లిరిక్ ఇంకేదో మాకు కావాలి అన్నాడు. కావాలి అంటే ఆ లిరిక్ కోసం మళ్ళీ కొద్ది దగ్గర ఫోన్ చేసి దీనికి సాహిత్యం పల్లవి మార్చాలి, మీరు రాయండి అని. కానీ అందరూ యూనిట్ అంతమంది వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ఆ టెన్షన్లో ఏదో ఒకటి అంటే మనమే రాద్దాము కూర్చుని. దశరథ్ నేను ఒకే రూమ్లో ఉన్నాం ఊటీలో. ఆ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని మేమిద్దరం పాటలు పడుతున్నాం రాయడానికి. మేము బేసికల్గా అంటే లిరిక్ రాయడం అంటే అదొక డిఫరెంట్ ఆర్ట్, అంత బాగా అందరికీ రాదు. మ్యూజిక్ అంటే ఎంతైనా చేసేవాళ్ళు కానీ లిరిక్ రాయడం ఇట్స్ నాట్ దట్ ఈజీ అనమాట. అయితే అది చేస్తుంటే సడన్గా ఆ టెన్షన్లో బాగా ఇద్దరం వాటర్ తాగేసాం. నాకేమో బ్లాడర్ ఫుల్ అయింది. నేను బాత్రూమ్కి వెళ్ళి వస్తానంటే ముందు రాస్తేనే మీకు ఎక్కడి నుంచి కదలిస్తాను. నాకు ఇంకా టెన్షన్ పెరిగింది. ఆ టెన్షన్లో ఏం రాస్తాను చెప్పండి, ఇంకా రాసే పరిస్థితి లేదు. కానీ ఏదో ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం. ఇంతలో దశరథకి లక్కీగా ఫోన్ వచ్చి తను ఇలా ఫోన్ తీసుకుని పక్కకి వెళ్ళగా నేను బాత్రూంలోకి వెళ్ళిపోతే బయట నుంచి గాడేశాడు. నువ్వు లైన్స్ చెప్తేనే బయట వదులుతాను. అదేం వినిపించలేదు నాకు. లోపల నుంచి అంతసేపు ఆపుకున్నందుకు ఇప్పుడు ఈ సంతోషం ముందర చిన్న పోతాయి అన్ని కదరా ఎలా ఉన్నానండి. ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ సంతోషం ముందర చిన్న పోతాయి అన్ని కదరా అని. కానీ చాలా బాగుంది. ముందు లైన్ చెప్పాను, దేవుడే దిగి వచ్చిన స్వర్గమే నాకు ఇచ్చిన అన్న. అయితే మిగతా 2 లైన్లు రాసుకున్నారు అని అనిపించాడు. ఆ తర్వాత రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది సాంగ్ ఈజ్ హియర్. సో ఫార్ హౌ ఆర్ యు ఫీలింగ్ అండి? యాక్చువల్గా మా సింగర్స్ యూజువల్గా స్టేజ్ ఎక్కేటప్పుడు మీరు చప్పట్లు కొట్టకపోతే మాకు మూడే రాదు అంటారు. కానీ నేను అలా అడగను. ఎందుకంటే అదే ఫ్రాంక్గా ఎందుకంటే మీతో చప్పట్లు కొట్టించలేకపోతే మీకు ఇంప్రెస్ చేయలేకపోయామని నా ఫీల్. ఇంప్రెస్ చేయించకుండా బలవంతంగా చప్పట్లు కొట్టించుకోవడం కరెక్ట్ కాదని మా సింగర్స్ నేను వార్నింగ్ ఇస్తుంటా. And there is another gem with us, ma Praveen garu ammayi Anvita Guru. She is here to sing along with me. Anvita is as old as my daughter. They both are good friends as well. Mama and Anvita are friends. Iddaru 10th class chadunnaru. Anvita, yeah. మీలో ఎవరైనా సింగర్స్ ఉన్నారా? మీలో ఎవరైనా సింగర్స్ ఉన్నారా? అబ్బో చాలా మంది. ఇంకా ఎవరు? ఆల్రెడీ స్టేజ్ మీద పాడని వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా? స్టేజ్ మీద పాడని వాళ్ళు పాడలేదు మీరు ఇప్పుడు రండి, సరదా మీద పాడిస్తారు. రండి పాడుతున్నారా? పాడతారా? ఓకే. అంటే మీకు అవకాశం లేని వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా? స్టేజ్ మీద అవకాశం లేని రండి సరదా పాడదాం. యా, ఎనీవన్ హూ ఇస్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్? సార్ మైక్ తీసుకుంటాం సార్. ఆ ట్రాక్ రెడీ అయ్యారు. కృష్ణ గారు మీరు ఆల్రెడీ ప్రైజ్ గెలిచేశారు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ ప్రైజ్ ఎవరికి ఇస్తున్నారు మీరు? మైక్ ఆన్. హలో, మీరు ఏం పాటలు పాడుతుంటారు? మామూలుగా బాత్రూంలో పాడతారా, లేకపోతే బెడ్రూమ్లో పాడతారా, లేకపోతే బయట ఇలా స్టేజ్ మీద పాడతారా?
లేదండి, మా ఇంట్లో బేస్మెంట్లో పడుతూ ఉంటాం.
ఓకే, బేస్మెంట్లో బాటిల్ ఓపెన్ చేసి పాడతారా? మామూలుగా
జస్ట్ 40 ఉంటే పాడతారు, ఎక్కువ మంది ఉంటే పాడను.
ఒకసారి ట్రై చేద్దాం. ఇంతమందిలో మీరు ఎలా పాడతారు? ఒకసారి ట్రై చేద్దాం, మీరు ఎలా పాడతారు? ట్రై ఏదో ఒకసారి ట్రై చేద్దాం.
ఓ నిండు చందమామ నిగనిగల భామ.
ఎవరా నిండు చందమామ? ఎవరా నిండు చందమామ? ఎవరా భామ? మీ వైఫ్ తెలుసా సార్? ఆవిడెవరో ఆవిడెవరో తెలుసా? యా, భామ ఎవరో వాళ్ళ ఆవిడ కూడా తెలుసు అంట. ఈ సో లక్కీ. నాట్ ఎవరి లక్కీ సార్. యా ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. అయితే మీ సీక్రెట్ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేసాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Hello everyone, it's my honor to introduce great singer, composer, actor, screenwriter, film director who worked in Telugu, Tamil and Kannada. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. Anybody knows who is the full form of RP? Any guesses? No, Ravindra Prasad Patnaik ji, right? Yeah. So Patnaik did his Bachelor's of Science in Raigada Autonomous College, Raigada, Odisha. And can you believe he did a post-graduation degree in space physics from Andhra University? Give him a big round. Yeah, I think he is a bachelorette of Trivikram Garu. He is junior, okay, same college I think, yeah. He has tooled the world to perform his live shows, and we are very fortunate to have him here at our convention. And we are honored to have him here. Patnaik Garu entered the film industry with a desire to become a film director and began first as a music director with a movie Nee Kosam, which is a blockbuster movie. We all know, we heard some songs from here. He composed music for 44 Telugu movies, 3 Tamil movies, 18 Kannada movies, and background scores to Hindi movies. And this is all from Wiki, so if there is any mistakes, pardon me. Okay. He won 3 Filmfare Awards and 4 Nandi Awards. As a Filmfare Award for South Best Music Director Telugu Nuvu Nenu, and 2002 again for Santosham, and 2003 again for Kannada Excuse Me. And Nandi Awards he won for 2001 Nuvu Nenu, 2008 for Andamaine Manasulo, and 2010 Broker, and 2016 Nandi Award for Best Third Feature Film Manalo Okkadu. As a singer, apart from singing in his own composition, he has sung for almost all the lead composers, including Ilayaraja sir. And he sang about 300 songs. Give him a big round of applause, please. And he composed an international album, first of its kind in the world, on time, signature called Chakra, the Signature of Time, which he applied for Grammy. I hope he will win soon, 1 Grammy Award. Apart from music, he made his acting debut in 2004 Telugu film named Seenu Vasanthi Lakshmi, in which he played a blind singer and got a very good applause for his outstanding performance. In 2020, he called it in Broker also. As a director, following up on his work as music composer and music director, Patnaik Garu began directing films, and he has directed 6 feature films till date. And we are really honored to honor him, and I ask the EC team to do the justice. Thank you.
One more important thing I would like to mention, RP Garu also ventured into Hollywood, and he produced, directed a movie called Amy, which was shot in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, And we welcome you, sir, again to venture out into Hollywood, and we wish you all the success. Thank you. And I had the honor of being the executive producer for that particular movie. Thank you. So I would like to invite our distinguished alumni, and they're also photography specialists from JNTU Fine Arts College, Anand. He is the PhD in Fine Arts, and he is proud alumni, and he is hosting our video and photography today. We would like to recognize Anand for his contribution to our association. Thank you, Anand.
It's now time for our senior most leader, Ashwinarayana garu. He is going to decide who is the winner in the next lottery ticket.
1512 first 4 digits అందరి దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. The last 3 digits are 472. 472. మేఘాలు తిట్టుకోవద్దు. 472. మీద
Conflict of interest. మా ప్రవీణ్ గారికి पैसा वसूल.
One 1512 is common. Now the next 3 digits are 4, 6, 3.
అబ్బో ఏంటండి బాబు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు.
మీరు పాడినందుకు బహుశా ఇది
Friends, again, let's conclude the session, and just want to let you know again, we have a drinks and dinner at Godavari restaurant. You can come by at 6 p.m. So it's my honor and privilege to give a vote of thanks. I know we actually wanted to do it in a big way, and we are very happy to see that we are able to do it in this grand scale. And let me start with thanking all the sponsors and donors who made this program economically viable and successful. And my sincere thanks to all the executive committee members, our chairman, board of directors and EC, and all the convention committee under the leadership of Vishwanath Narahari Garu. Big round of applause to Vishwanath Narahari Garu for making this event a success and working very hard. And thank you to all the volunteers and the singers who came here, and of course R.P. Patnagar who made this event memorable to all of you. So thank you all the committee members, and also thank you to Royal Albert Palace for providing this facility and making it look very nice and beautiful. And thanks to all the media partners, and thank you to our photographer, our own JNTU alumni, Mr. Anand Chikina, and we have few
media partners too, and all of you, thank you very much. And well, let's do it in a much bigger way. Third convention, we'll announce the location, but it may not be New Jersey. We'll be flying to somewhere else. Vegas. So Swami Garu is saying Vegas. We'll make an announcement much in advance. And there are people who came from California, from Virginia, and Ashok Chintamanda Garu coming and helping at the registration. All the way he came at morning 8:30 from New York, and lot of volunteers, lot of people who came and helped us a lot. And did I miss anyone? If I miss anyone, please. Singers, I already told singers, all the singers, thank you very much. The people who helped at the registration desk and all the back end, and Praveen Kuduru Garu for all the management of the stage, singing, whatnot. Thank you very much. Thank you all, and let's meet again. Thank you.
Please subscribe to
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
Please subscribe to Swaraj TV. Please sign in Ublood.
Please sign up for Ublood.
Ublood యాప్ సైన్ ఇన్ అవ్వండి, రక్తదానం చేయండి.